Hello and welcome to Lauren's English Corner, and welcome to our series on phrasal verbs. Today's lesson is going to be about the verb look. The verb look means to see, to look at something. But as we're going to look at today, if we add a preposition in, on, at, next to the verb, it takes on a new meaning. So let's begin. Look. The first one, look out. Now, look out has a literal meaning. We can look out the window at the sun. But it also has a different meaning. It can mean to be careful, to watch out for some imminent danger. For example, if somebody was about to cross the road and there was a car coming, you would say, look out! The next one, look into. We discussed this one in the introduction. Look into literally can be to look into something, like a box. He looked into the box at the treasure. But it also has another meaning. It means to investigate, to check to see what the problem is or where the problems come from. So, for example, if there is a problem at work that you've reported to your manager, they might say to you, okay, I'll look into it, which means that they will investigate the problem. The next one, look up. Look up has a literal meaning. We can look up at the ceiling. But it can also mean to find something in a dictionary, in a catalogue, in a phone book. For example, he looked up the word distinctly because he didn't know what it meant. The next one, look down. Again, we can literally look down at the floor. But it can also be used to describe somebody who is very proud and who thinks of themselves as more important than other people. So in a figurative sense, they look down on other people. The rich man looked down on the beggar begging in the street. The next one, look for. Look for is when we search for something. He looked for his keys for half an hour, but he still couldn't find them. Look back. I can look back, look behind me. But it can also mean to remember old memories. And we often use it in a positive way, to look back on good times. The elderly married couple look back on their younger years with happiness. Look after. We use this to mean to take care of. For example, parents look after their children. A farmer looks after animals. A doctor and nurse look after patients in the hospital. So you're taking care of their needs, making sure they're okay for people that can't look after themselves, can't help themselves. Now, look of. Look of can mean that somebody looks like something. They have a similarity to something. For example, you could say that the man had a look of sophistication. It just means he looked sophisticated. Look over. We can literally look over an object, like look over a wall. But look over can also mean to check something, to make sure that there's no mistakes. So you can look over an assignment or some writing that you've done to check that it's correct. The student looked over his assignment before he handed it to his teacher. The next one. Look through. We can look through a see-through object, like a window or a glass. But we can also look through some reading material, a book, or some pictures very quickly. It means that we're not looking at every detail or we're not reading everything. We're just looking at specific things. For example, she looked through the catalogue to find a present for her mum. And lastly, look forward. Again, I can literally look forward towards you. But it can also mean when you have something coming up in the future that you're very excited about. You can't wait for it. So for example, you could say, oh, I can't wait to my holiday next month. It's going to be amazing. But you could use the phrasal verb, I'm looking forward to my holiday next month. It's going to be great. So that's the verb look. From this one verb, we can make many different phrasal verbs which have many different meanings. Join us in our next video when we're going to look at the verb take. And don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. See you next time.